Welcome back. Joining us now on the show is technology entrepreneur Krishna Lakkineni. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Susan. Thanks for having me.
Very happy to have you. Krishna has been on before under the hat of ROI MediaWorks, which you are sort of in charge of here as the CEO.
Yep.
But recently, Krishna has had a book released that has been, you have co-authored or you're a part of with Jack Canfield.
Yep.
This is a big deal.
Yeah, definitely a big deal because you learn so many things throughout the life. Sometimes it's lessons and some of them leave the scars. And what you learn helps you to be a better person. Mm-hmm. And how can you share that with the world and empower everybody to be successful? And that's the essence of the book. The Secret Power of Perseverance is the chapter that I wrote for that book.
Let's take a quick look at the cover. We do have that. There's Jack Canfield. There you are standing next to him.
Yeah.
Again, your chapter is specifically about going after what you want in this world, perseverance.
Yeah, exactly. And how can you do that authentically with integrity and being truthful to yourselves and making sure it's impacting the other people around you, not just the community you live in, but how can impact the world you live in. And that's
I don't want to cut you off, but it obviously had quite an impact with the editor because you won for the Editor's Choice Award.
Yeah,
that's huge. Congratulations.
That totally came in as a surprise because this is the first time I started writing, and after looking at my notes over the last 2 years, I came out with this chapter. Talking about success and the risks I took to be here today, and how I'm using some of those techniques in my business to help our clients. It's all about the pursuit. We give up easily, and people don't have the vision these days anymore. Okay, I want something, or let's open an app. I mean, there's no app for life. You want to create that vision, you want to believe in yourself, and how do you get there? And it's not easy, and being resilient and putting the hard work and the hours gets you there. And a lot of younger generation, unfortunately, don't know this.
Mm-hmm. Very well said. I think that we all know that these are important tools to apply to our life, but not everyone can follow them or have the patience to do so.
Yeah, it's my dad and my mom, they have been very helpful, and I grew up in India, and being poor, it teaches you not having everything in your life is sad, but it's okay. I was happy and I got the things I wanted in my life, but I can see the difference. Okay, having things in life doesn't make you happy. I mean, it allows you to be happy up to such an extent, but beyond that, it doesn't add any value. Mm-hmm. So what can you be more happy? Like how can you achieve these things? It's a vision. Like for me, it's about helping people. And I narrow it down to helping myself as a little kid. How can I help the kids that are exposed to the sex trafficking or slavery or terrorism? And the only big difference, I think education made a big difference in my life. Mm-hmm. How can you provide or support various nonprofits and help these children to be better?
And to get that leg up.
Yeah, and I had a list when I was 17, and I can look at it, I can say, I accomplished everything what I wanted to do in my life. So everybody can do that. That's my belief. And how can I teach these principles with love, compassion, kindness, and still be successful? And with the children, also, it's creating your own reality. These are the 10 things I want to do. I want to be a nurse, I want to be a doctor, I want to be an entrepreneur. You can do anything you want, but just keep in mind how you're helping the community, how you're helping the world. It's all about transforming ourselves by just following the nature and also impacting other people.
Mm-hmm. We have a couple more slides that I'd like to get to so we can talk about these as well. Tell me about this picture.
So this is from our Indo-Canada Links golf tournament. Suk and Mike, a lot of the community community members, they've been there like for 16 years. I think we're celebrating our 20th year this year.
That's fantastic.
We fundraise for the hospital foundation or the TRU. And we also support some of those nonprofit organizations abroad as well.
Mm-hmm. And then Hope for 1 Million Kids Foundation.
So
Tell me about this.
Totally new. I'm still working on the details on this. I want to change the lives of 1 million children.
I think that is amazing.
And how do I get there? It's still a plan. I'm recruiting students from universities, international students that study at TRU or Kaplan University, and tell us what are the problems that you faced. You're here, and but you know what's happening in Uganda or in Africa or in India. So they have more local knowledge. And I want to work with the universities as a case study. If you're supporting a program, what are the merits that it's going to be a sustainable program in the long term? And how can you be part of that? So it's allowing them to learn new things and also getting them the credits. And also we are recognizing the programs that really helps. And I've been supporting a lot of other local charities too. And it's been a wonderful experience. I think it's not enough whatever we do locally, but I think there's a lot more help needed outside too. So that's where I start looking outside.
Right. So tell me a little bit about what happens next for you. Are you bringing out your own book, or is that something you're hoping to do one day?
So this is one book, and I have other exciting news coming out soon with another book with a British billionaire. Can't disclose the details out yet. And then next year, I have another book coming out. It's called I'm That Kid, purely talking about the life and the people that are involved in my life. There's one thing happened when I was 20. It's my professor. He gifted $2,500 and he said, I believe in you and I want to change the life. I mean, that changed my life and I want to pass it on. And there are a lot of wonderful people in my life and I call them my angels. And sometimes you learn a lot of good things from people around you. And just by being good to yourself and good to the community, you attract the right people too.
Absolutely, that's very right. More people need to think like you, Krishna. I think it's amazing. The more you pay it forward, the more you help people around you, that's only going to be a positive spin-off.
Yeah.
Right?
It's lacking, unfortunately, and that's where I'm struggling with, and how can I be part of it and make it bigger and better?
Tell me this, if you were to go to India and speak to a community or a village where you're from, do they think more like you do there, or is this just something that is within you?
It's within me because I struggled a lot when I was a kid. Right. I didn't have books for the next class, so I had to borrow books from my seniors, and I don't have notebooks to write, so scratch papers from other people's books, so I have my own notebook.
Yes.
A lot of struggle. And what happens is there are wonderful organizations like Blue Cross and UNICEF, all these organizations, they do come out and help, but it's not enough. It never reaches the bottom layers. I'm from a small village. Yes, they made some change in a bigger city, but it never goes through the small villages. And that's where I was.
Yeah, so you want to affect people even at the grassroots level.
That's right.
Well, you know what? You're very inspiring to talk to, I have to say. And I wish you the very best of luck in achieving this. And with the 1 Million Kids Foundation, I think that's amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for being here. You must stay in touch with us.
Thanks, Susan.
Okay. Again, Krishna is also, in his spare time, the CEO of ROI MediaWorks in Kamloops. Again, as I mentioned, he's a technology entrepreneur. If you would like to learn more about Krishna, the information there is on the screen. We're back in 2 minutes. Stay with us.